Hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today we're going to be showing you how to make vegetable stock. Cue the music. Alright, well thanks a lot for joining us today. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to go down and like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and then share this video and this channel with everyone you know. Like I said, today we're going to be making a nice vegetable stock, so let's drop down here and see what our ingredients are. We are going to start out with 1 large onion, 2 large carrots, 2 celery sticks, 8 cloves of garlic, a couple sprigs of parsley, a couple sprigs of thyme, a couple sprigs of rosemary, and about 2.5 quarts of water, which is not pictured. Alright, we got everything laid out right here. I want to talk about this before we start, so I'm going to transition over, get the other camera out, and we'll start talking more about this. Alright, like we stated, we're making a vegetable stock here. This is not a bone broth because there's no bones in it, no meat. So there's going to be a few differences in it, and I'm going to cover those. We're not roasting off a bunch of bones and then throwing them into a stock pot with a bunch of vegetables and letting it simmer down so the collagen breaks from the bones and we get a nice stock with a lot of the collagen in it. So we are making a vegetable stock which requires just plain vegetables and herbs. Now there's 2 different schools of this. I want to point out right here I've got scraps that I've got here, and being in the restaurant industry for over 40 years, this is what we do. We usually get a bucket and we keep it on line, and in the walk-in when we're done with it, we cut up everything and we got the scraps and the butts and all the different things that are in there that we use when we cut up our vegetables and get ready for our lunch rush or whatever we're making, soups and stews and all that. We save everything and then we boil them down and make stock. Sometimes we add the bones, sometimes we don't. But we keep these. You don't want to waste anything. A lot of people have that school where they don't want to waste anything. So this is what you do. I am only doing it this way just to make it clean and simple. But definitely, if you want to save your scraps and do it this way, by all means, feel free to do it. I'm not telling you how to do it, I'm just showing you how to do it in 2 different ways. Now with the vegetables, you can add different vegetables to this too. Usually this is the mirepoix that goes into it, or these 3 basics, the onion, the celery, and the carrots. You can add a tomato in there to give it a really nice, rich base when it's done cooking, a lot of savoriness. You can add bell peppers, you can add zucchini, all the different vegetables you want to add, you're fine to do that, not a big deal. Same with your herbs. If you want to add different herbs to give your stock a different flavor profile, and also your aromatics. If you want to add, say, cinnamon or something, allspice or something to give it a totally different profile, that way you can too. It depends on what you're going to be adding it to and what you're cooking with it though. The wonderful thing about vegetable stock is if you're a vegan or a vegetarian or you don't want to have any meat in your food, the vegetable stock can be used in many different ways for vegetarian cooking, because you can use it for braising, you can use it to steam, you can use it for, a liquid to cook your rice and your quinoa and your bulgur and all that in too. Makes it very nutritious and very healthy, and it adds another profile into it as well. You don't have to scrub everything down, but washing it is important. Just get that initial dirt out, because you're not going to really be skimming anything with a vegetable stock because there's no collagen and fat rising to the top, where you need to skim it like you do with a bone broth. So that being said, I'm going to get our pot. All right, got our stock pot. I am just going to throw all of this in. A lot of places I've worked at, we've cut all these down into a big dice, and then we saute it in butter or oil to get that Maillard reaction and to build flavor before you add the bones into it and then simmer it. But we're not going to be doing that. This is a vegetable stock. It's just going to be the way it is, because it's going to have the flavor is going to be involved with all the herbs and the aromatics in there. So let's go ahead over to the stove. All right, the water is in, 2.5 quarts. Turn it on to high, get it to a boil. I'm starting to get a little movement on the water now with the bubbles coming up though. So now this is when I set the buzzer to 1 hour. So we're going to let that go. Probably come back in about a half an hour just to check on it. See you then. All right, we got a nice rolling boil about half hour into it, so I'm going to turn it down to just a simmer, and we'll just let that simmer for the rest of the remaining time. All right, 1 hour is up. You can go longer if you want, but I'm going to move the camera this way so we can open it up to look at what we're going to do next. So turn your burner off. I've got a nice bowl here and a strainer. I'm just going to take our stock that we made and I'm just going to pour everything in to the strainer. Make sure your bowl's big enough to hold all the stock. You don't want it over pouring in everywhere. Just shake them off a little bit. You got your stock right here. Let's move over to the other table and we'll talk a little bit more about this. All right, we are here at the table with our finished product. We've got our vegetables that we cooked. You can see them right there. And we have our stock right here. Like I said, if you want to add a tomato to that, it gives it a different color, more of an ombre hue and a richer flavor. But I want to talk about a couple more things here before we close out. Save your vegetables. These make a nice little snack if you're so inclined. You can munch on these throughout the day. Not as much of the nutrients in there because you know, of course, boil them into this. So that's got most of the nutrients, but this does contain a lot of the fiber that's good for you too. And of course the garlic in there, everything else. So go ahead and save these, eat them, and not a big deal. If you want to throw them away, that's your choice too, but we don't like to waste anything. They make a great snack. Here's our stock. Like I said, we can be using this for steaming vegetables, steaming different kinds of foods. You can use it for braising liquid. You can use it to cook your quinoa, your brown rice, or your millet. Anything you want to make with this, this is a good thing to have. Soups, good stock for soups. And then when you store it, you can pour it into whatever you want. I've got these nice mason jars, but this is what I'm using this for. And this makes a little bit more. When I was pouring it into this one, I spilled about a cup of it in all over the counter. So you get nice two jars of this, Tupperware, another bowl with a lid, whatever you want to do. Make sure you cool it completely and then put a cover on it before you refrigerate it. You don't want to cover it when it's still hot. Like I said when we were talking earlier, when you do your vegetables, you can use your scraps. Make sure you wash everything. You don't want the salmonella and the listeria and things like that on your, if it's dirt, there's a lot of dirt on this, as you can see. You do not want to put that into any food you've got because the dirt does contain bacteria that you want to wash that off. Now with cutting the vegetables like we did, I just cut them into like long, probably this long I think, to put it in there. If you want to dice it up, that's fine. But we're not going to saute it, but when you dice it, it does cook a lot quicker. I took a bite out of that one. So if you want to make your stock richer, you can cut the vegetables smaller and they'll cook and simmer a little bit easier and quicker to develop that flavor that you're looking for. And you can also add other vegetables to this, tomatoes, zucchini, asparagus, whatever you want to add. But remember that certain vegetables are going to add different color to it and a different flavor profile into it as well. I think that's all we've got. You can use the scraps, like I said, wash the vegetables, and no matter if they're scraps or if you're cutting them up, wash them off. You want clean vegetables before you put it in there. I think that's all I've got. I hope you appreciate this little tutorial on how to make some nice vegetable stock. Take care of yourself. That recipe is down in the description box or the first pinned comment. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
These rappers don't listen. Well, let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. These rappers don't listen. Well, let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping from the soul kitchen.